Wonderful. Feel at home. Thank you. You will enjoy. Especially these young men.
Tell them why.
He will see himself that. When
Give them someone what to look for.
you will see wonders, a lot of wonders. A lot of wonders. It's actually the way I see you, it's almost like I saw him, like for some years back then. Yeah.
So there's something.
Yeah, it's something like I can see common, especially the hair, the way you do the hair. Right now, he's old man right now. That's why he changes today. I actually spare him though. We know the real story why he changes this year.
We will not bring this up. Right? But this is when, remember I was talking to you on the phone?
Oh, right.
His own business. Because he has his own business.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, you see?
Also, I saw you in a car.
Yeah.
So,
It's promotion.
yeah.
Mr. January.
January, Mr. September.
You're most welcome.
So you will learn a lot from him actually, since he's actually very far in business, in creativity, and many stuff. So don't worry about it, okay? You will enjoy these 5 days. And I will make sure you will spend more time with him than me. Right? Right? Because the passion we have, me and you, is actually different a little bit. Why do you say that? What's your passion? My passion is very different from everyone over here. But you will like me when you see me, okay? Yeah. We will spend together actually, don't worry. Thank you. If there's anything right now, although not here today, if you're going to like take it. Yeah, it's the basic if you are like going to take it I spend a lot of time over there. So I know I'm familiar with those
Mr. Father, as the Holy Spirit, O Lord, bless us in this reception of the gift which you have given us in justice of Christ our Lord. Amen. Feel free. I hope you will find something which is okay for you, not for someone else.
Second, we give thanks to all the religious who is hosting us. They provided this whole atmosphere for us to be together and to share as we do as family. And thirdly, we give thanks to one another because we are family. And we know the importance of being family. And so we celebrate that tonight. And so I'll ask all the religious to host to say the prayer for us. We'll begin.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Oh Lord, bless us with this day, especially when we meet at the family circle, with the intention of sitting together and get together in the sacred table with our special heart. That we continue to make each other and to get in touch so as we can bind together and be fruitful in our life and to serve the life of the other people. Be a good shepherd. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Welcome, feel at home.
Thank you.
My name is Emil Jackson Panela. It's my first day to be here in the secretariat with all my brothers. I mean my family, with our father here, our dad. I study in Arusha, University of Accountants. I'm in level diploma, first diploma. Also, I'm a businessman. I do business, online business. Also, I'm a trader beginner, forex trader beginner, and I'm having online businesses. Also, I do my business through different shops there in Arusha. I'm having a company known as African Brightness, as you can see in the calendar of our dear father. I'm in the first page, aka the January man. So a lot more about African Brightness is on my website. Actually, I have opened a website, but I was trying to communicate with the one who is opening the website. He told me I should give him like 5 hours. He's making it to be online. When I arrived here, I was speaking with him. He told me I should give him like 5 hours. He will put it online just to put some stuffs to proceed. You can find much about African Brightness company in that website. How I started, everything changes, my aims, where to go, and also with this business, I might say African Brightness consists of I'm dealing with it's a brand, a company, a brand. It's composed of I'm having my T-shirts which are printed by my logo, African Brightness. Right now I'm having 2 logos of them. The one is it's just printed words African, then Brightness. The second one is it's like a cycle. It's like a cycle, then written words. And within the website, there is this idea which our dad gave me, that I should compose it with some cultural stuffs. So if you try with visiting the website or the IG account, and I think I have to say this, it's a sad stuff which happened like 2 or 3 days ago with my IG account. There is this hacker from Nigeria. He hacked my IG account of African Brightness, and he told me that I should pay him. He need like $50 so that he can return my account. I couldn't agree with that. I told him, take the account if you want to take the account. I'm not able to pay you that money because during business I can't take that big risk. $50 is like 100,000 Tanzania shillings. If the account I will be able to manage and make another account, I will proceed. He took the account, he deleted everything. So his owning account, he changed the account. So if you try and see in IG account, African Brightness is not there. He deleted all the pictures. So I'm working with opening another account with full security. With the one who is making a website for me. He promised that we should complete making another account, keeping full details, security in that account. So that's the sad story. And the good story is that African Brightness, we are heading forward. We are like creating the bridge. The website will act as a bridge with all the countries all over the world, because I want to take the company all over the world. The website will help me if somebody is in US or in Malawi or in somewhere to make orders from what I have in my business. That's the good news, and I expect it to start working for like 1 week to come, to start working. And you can see some cultural stuffs in African Brightness stuff there, the cultures, the toys, African toys. Right now I'm having this the one who sent me, who is working with the website. Okay, this I'll show you guys later. It's like computing. It's all about the website. What's inside. Before I wanted to represent to you the website before those 5 hours, but I don't think if it will make it, because it will be online. So I have to show. I asked him to send me some videos of the website. That's all. Okay, another bad news is, in business we have ups and downs. If I won't be able to say my downs, just to impress people that I'm always up, I'm doing better, that won't be reality. Okay, the bad news is that I'm having terrible condition with the ones which I'm keeping the t-shirt. In Arusha, I go and ask for the ones who are owning the shops. Can I keep my t-shirt there? Can I keep my stuff there? It's the issue of marketing. The issue of marketing has become a problem. You might find out you're going to somebody asking for you to give him the t-shirts. He or she agrees. Then later on, when you go back there, you are telling him or her, I kept 5 t-shirts. He's telling you that you kept 2 t-shirts. Or he's coming to you. You give her the order. Maybe you sell each t-shirt for 13,000, not over that. You might find out he's telling you that I sold it for 10,000. For 10,000, and perhaps he didn't sell it for 10,000. So you get some kind of loss during the business. That's another challenge. The good challenge is that I'm happy to see that my brand is growing all over the university. I do some tasks and challenges to the university who are there. I might like be giving the task if somebody goes in my IG account and answer some questions about African Brightness, he will have a free meal, a free lunch. So that keeps the name growing, and it grows for sure. And most of people do that. And I remember the grand opening of African Brightness was on May 1st. That was the grand opening. I'm planning to do something when it reaches again, so that I can keep the name growing. If it's a brand, you have to brand it so that it becomes good and more. I'm having a lot of aims and ambitions towards African Brightness, and all of that I couldn't do by my own, with the help from my dad and my father, the one who raised me in different ways. I would like to thank him a lot, giving me ideas, telling me this we should do, supporting me in each and every way. I'm very glad to have you, Dad. You know how I feel. I know that you know how I feel. Can you? I'm asking. I just need us please to clap thanks for our father. That's all, my dear brothers, about me and what I'm looking forward and what I can ask for you to support me, encourage me, giving me ideas where to fix some stuffs. And I expect to see much more from my brother Lamek here, giving me some ideas about how to deal, because I heard that he is owning some shops. He can give me ideas how to handle the shops, though I know, but I don't have that experience like he has. And I would also ask some help from my brother Julius here. You know about Forex marketing. Do you know?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to be a great trader. That's another idea. Anybody else knows about Forex here? Because people believe that it's a scam. I can just make $1 here right now. I can just show you how I make $1 right now. So I would like to set some stuff like that all in all, I love you all, and I'm glad to be here in the family, though it's my first day. Nothing to say that God keep us going. We should walk, believe, and we will achieve. That's my metro, my what do we call this? My slogan: walk, believe, then we'll achieve. That's all. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank Almighty God for making us to be here together as a family in the sacred table. But the second one, I would like to apologize to our daddy for the disappointment, because we know our culture in the sacred table, what we should do. But that, to be honest, maybe the rest of the speaker, the current speaker will speak on this. It has been a long time now, since I don't remember if someone can remind us the last sacred table in the family. I think, I don't remember exactly, but someone can remind me when you get a chance to speak, but it's a long time. But I would like to, of course, we would like, as a legendary of the sacred table, we should be the one to speak, at least to know the background of our sacred table, so that the newcomers in our sacred table could have more ability to know exactly what it means when it comes to the sacred table. So our young brother has started. No problem, because Dad has said that everyone can start, but initially, as the experienced, we could have started. So, but no problem. So, Dad, we are sorry for that, but we are happy because we are sharing and still we are still learning. Maybe next time we just start with you.
You did it very good. The first time, and they've never been in. Never been in.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, Rabi.
The facility is okay.
Let him finish again.
Okay. So, my brothers, I'm very happy. For the one who know about the sacred table, they know what is the procedure, what is everything. But for the newcomers, when we were in sacred table, we always be open for everything. As for me, because this is the first day for you, my young brothers, for the new one, we've been in our sacred table. And I can share with you a lot of things, just in few. I can just put it in a very short way, but just combine all of it. I've been with Dad a long time, and he's still with us and me all together. And he's bringing the new brothers in the family cycle all together. And whenever he's coming to our family, he just select and put effort to make sure that we know each other. And he's trying to keep us closer as much as he can. That's why Victor was saying that I talked to Roman, but I never see him. I see him today. I talk to Vincent or anybody. But the aim is to know each other. So that I've been doing this all the years. And being the one who is the very person who has been directly enjoying the help and support of my dad in many things. As some of my brothers here knows that Dad is the one who gave me support when I was doing my degree studies. And once I finished my degree study, he also helped me in master's degree. And once I finished that, he also supported me in law school. And once I finished law school, he supported in my life till today. I have my family and everything. I face some challenges. I talk to Dad. He helped me. So that has a very great impact into my life and my whole family also. Because if I'm not in a good situation, it's directly my family also will be in a bad situation. So I'm so grateful to Dad for his support. Me and the rest of my brothers, tirelessly. And actually, he's a good dad because he supports someone also to stand or to be independent, that's the great goal. Because as everyone knows right now, Dad is retired. And then when he was supporting us, he was working, but regardless, he's trying to his the best to do what he can do to the rest of our brothers. So this is a very big goal, and I wish Dad is also expecting some of us to help each other when we reach somewhere where we can help each other. And whenever you seek support to anybody who can help you, to be able to help you as he is doing to us now. So Dad, with a big respect and thanks for the words, I can say for me, thank you very much for everything you have done to me. I will never forget me and my family forever. And I also pray for you, Dad, because for you to be there, we can come to you for advice, and I know you are the person who can advise us accordingly in a very proper way without hesitation, and give us a hope to do whatever we can do. Anybody. So that I really appreciate, and I know everyone has its own, but for me, that, and to the rest of the family, because I know if you do to me what you are doing to the rest of our family, it's seen, it's not hidden. It's seen, and everyone can explain on his own aspect. But for me, that I really appreciate, and I thank you very much for everything. And may God bless you to give you a good health as always, so that we can be together as a family. Another thing that I'm happy that because I was very tight, and I said that I can never fail to come into this secretary. So I use my effort to make sure that today, I thank God that I arrived safely, just to come and be with this family. So I'm so happy, and thank God for making me to be here this night with you in this sacred temple. So that I love you so much. My family also love you so much. And also, please receive my greetings from my family. because they know that I've traveled to come here. They know, they don't know about the sacred table, and they know I'm coming to see you and the rest of the family. So I'm very happy to be here with the rest of the brothers. And this is a witness to some of us, you know. Sometimes I know everyone is in the responsibility, and I'm not putting as a blame, but I know everyone is hustling, doing this and that. Sometimes we keep in touch, sometimes we don't. So we just come here today as if we were all strangers, but I'm sure this is a revival, and maybe we have some times now to put effort, come closer. You know, everyone is doing its own. Sometimes when your life is so tough, say now if I call this brother, maybe the life is tougher than me, so we keep quiet, everyone is keeping quiet. So I do remember in the previous family cycle like this, we've been talking good things, but how we implement it is a little bit problem. But now we don't have to look to the problem, we have to look how to solve it and how we can just move forward. Because right now we have new brothers, so we have to change actually. So after saying that, I thank you. Maybe if I get another chance, I can talk whatever I forgot it, just to make sure that I don't leave anything. But otherwise, I love you so much. May God bless you to be with us anytime. Thank you. And thank you that because you have come a long way, you're using a lot of resources just for us. So you're the one who we have to appreciate, and because you are really that for us, and you really mean it for us. You know your kids, I know you know your kids very well. So whenever it happens, maybe it's not good for you, that you beg and apologize. So, but we love you. Love you so much. Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so
Okay, let us pause and take some food, and then we shall continue.
Okay. This is one is a dry one. And that is sweet. I'm going with this one. You feel that now, right?
Everything is paid for, so don't be shy. It's all paid for, so don't be shy.
There's some more coming from kitchen.
Okay. So this is just appetizer.
Maybe you can turn the light.
I thank you all for being part of my family members, because sometimes we didn't growing up to the, as I said, That's all what I can say. But right now, after my ordination, but after doing that, he passed away. After taking care of some of our institutes as a teacher and formating the guardians, his late experience for the institution of priest ordination and the official superior, the local bishop has been trying to see that I'm the assistant priest from Mahenge. Which has been within the Morogoro region, because now we have 3 dioceses, Catholic diocese of Mahenge, diocese of Morogoro town, diocese of Ifaka, which we established 10 years ago. It was 2012. I'm a man of the family member in this family circle. I'm not on this one. I'm proud of being a member of the family because I have been accepted and invited as we have been inviting each other. Time after time, when time arrives, everyone has been entered in this family circle. At the beginning, just Daddy used to give us a number 0 Daddy, number 1 son, and then when it proceeded, the hospitality and the charity of the family sharing that sense of belonging as the family members, and numbers being become huge, but we count that the number is just a number. It can be number 1, number 2, number 3. That will be all together. Those who are coming just as a part of the family members. And right now, as I've been to invite us, we want to invite him because it is his joy and it is our joy also to be with him and with one another. When we were young, as we were first accepted, invited to the family, we get more time to spend close because we have been nurturing and nurturing to the same field. Most of us, majority. But when we grew up, when we proceed with struggling for maybe education or some to meet the child of the life, the requirement, the need of the time, the need of the person, sometimes we get confusion, which we cannot come together often as we used before. But this does not break down our bond of becoming as a family circle. Whenever it happens, we meet maybe 2 or 3 of us or 1-to-1, but especially when that came, we tried to correct us and to bring us together. As Brother Judie said that when it was the last time to meet together as a family, as a sacred table, but actually, recently, to compare with that 2 years previous, it has been planned with this one to have a family sacred table 2 years ago. Because of this, 3 years ago, because of this pandemic disease which known as corona worldwide, it has been cancelled. This one it's supposed to be up in 2020, cancelled because it has been planned that 2019. And then to happen in the next year, which is 2020, but it has been declared automatically because of the situation, and we know the politics of the international affairs and the pressure of the certain country, the United States, so things have not allowed to sit together as we are, because we are afraid from each other. Either you are a family member or not, you are your blood relative, you come away. You see, but then next year the same situation, but this year, we thank God that it has been happening very official at the right time, so we don't need to wait. But it happened today, 23rd April, as it has been planned. And everyone has been informed and getting in touch to each other. So we are happy that it has been happened today. And good enough also it has been happened in the Easter season, the risen Lord, that we thank and to have our special done. So I have to make it clear that for those who are just newcomers, maybe we met for the first time or second time as I have been just to Brother Victor. It was just the beginning. It was just a comma, not a full stop. That life is proceeding. It is you and I just to make the life going on and get it in touch. What we are trying to do just to activate our relationship and to remember where we come from, where we are, and where we are going to. That is a big deal with the family members. No matter we meet or we cannot meet, but if we meet, that will give more credit. And if we don't meet, that is happened 33 years, we don't meet each other, especially with our dad. We try to write each other, but we get him to know that there is such a son located in that place. So what I want to say for those who are coming for the first time to have this family sacred table, and for those brothers to whom we used to meet regularly, but now there is some limitation of the family responsibilities, because now we are calling also a Baba to our own family. That is the intention of the dad to rise up well, and then you can take care of your matter and of your family members, or your job description as a brother has been explained about that business and the organization is trying to establish, and then you see that challenge. There's no business or developing activity which does not bring any negativity challenge. That is the attitude of life, which can be attitude, negative attitude or positive attitude. We encounter for it. Then after encountering that, we face the challenge. When you know the challenge, you know how to go with. If you don't know that challenge, you will take it for a long time, because you yourself will not that realize that is a challenge to you. So I thank you so much for all, for coming together, and I missed it so much, especially myself. I did express after being ordained as a priest. I had a table, sacred table like this, but not huge like this one, coming together with Brother Julius and some. So I hope some you have come to my ordination or have met somewhere, but just a short, it was a brief that one. So this is my first after my ordination as a priest. So I appreciate Daddy, being number 10 son, and being number 0 number 0 Daddy, and the way you raised up me, the way you raised up one another, the way you formed me to the ministry. That's why we call ourselves just way the ministry from God. It was God's path, as we explained that from that text from Jeremiah, first chapter. Before we're born, just goes knows everyone who the position, location, it is you to fulfill that positions. So I thank God for sending me to school, and for Judie also. Certainly everyone has been at least that has been given his chance, a certain chance or opportunity to go to school, opportunity to do something, to face the challenge, and then to prepare for the future life. After standing for yourself, or standing for the community, or for standing for the majority, or for the society at large. I did my online studies at the St. Francis Junior Seminary, where we get together with Brother Julius, but it's different. Yeah, so there's 3 of us, and we have been the product of this. And then I shifted the school. I went to Malang Secondary School with the Northern Party, so where I did my ordinary. And then I went for the next time to once advanced level, and then I passed it and I went again to Mbeya, where I did my advanced level there to Europe, for those who are familiar with that region, at Mbeya region. And then after then, because I've been right there when born at India, just come to Kilosa, where I've been going up and getting up that primary elementary school. I lived there, and then after that I shifted to Morogoro town. I was living with my family and my uncle. That is the extended family. We experienced it a lot. If we can share here, everyone having his own experience some of that we just take that life of nuclear family, but most majority just extended family we pass through that one. Through that passing this one. But this is another type of formation. Yes, like it or not. So sometimes it might be tough, sometimes it might be difficult, but actually it has been having a good intention in when you become matured and when you become elder. So we don't take all that negativity. It was just God's passed us through that channel and then reach somewhere. No matter how good, how bad, how it was, but it was a specific purpose, God's plan for you. And that's why today we have got a special dad and we have got a special relationship which we have been restored to each other. That you cannot be yourself, you have your brother, you go down. That's why you travel from different places, from Arusha, from Dar es Salaam, or from Nairobi, or but he just left his job there. Sometimes you could do that when you go to that family union and the bonds which have been established still staying. That has been a good chance. That's the same life has been offered into us. So I like this one. And then after that, I just went to join Mahenge after my college, after my secondary school. I just went to Mahenge to join my religious life or priesthood life or formation here. And then I went to there a couple of months, and then I've been assigned to go to Kibosho, where I did my philosophy there for 3 years. And then the same family members who came there, because that was aware, but some they came to present Mr. Julius, and they sent him the less of the family. This was a family from that sacred tale. So, okay, no, maybe right now you cannot find the essential and the significance of being together like that one, but sometimes we feel that one. We don't know where, at which place, at which circumstance, but sometimes we feel that sense of belonging. So they came, and then they found the whole time. No matter maybe I meet for 10 years old, but they have presented so many people to whom they came. At the same one, I also got to the unit of ordination. Not all the sacred table have been coming in the family circle, but some they came to present it. And then you feel the joy of being together, in touching as a family. So I appreciate this one. And then, as I mentioned that I'm a priest from Mahenge Diocese, so I've been going here at the town center with Brother Julius, Sante, I cannot mention all, Vincent, our little brother by that time, now our super tall brother. So congratulations. I found that you're growing up well, in spite of some chances of stuff. That was only the way God passes through you and passes through someone. That is also a part of our drama in our life, which makes us to grow more confidence and more stable, pass through those circumstances. So I welcome at my young diocese. I've been, you know, my relation here, it was took place back in 2019, and then just almost about 4 years, not exactly, when it will reach 6 July, that will be my celebrating my 4th year of ordination. But then I've been a teacher and formator to the 2 seminarians which we possess there. And then at the same time I have been also doing that pastoral at a certain parish as a pastor or a parish priest, you can say in a simple way. And then working together with this seminary, which is a minor seminar. Others been coming there, somewhere. We do the minister together, and when he came, Father and Son, as a brother priest, that we celebrate that not only because we have been a son and a father, but because we are able also to do the ministry, and because we are able also to offer this sacrifice to other people. And the good thing also being that to taking struggle, doing 1, 2, 3 for yourself or for some. So you can experience that yourself, you will be a witness as we're growing up as myself and continue to go up in the ministry and in drive with some of us. If you are helping somebody or someone, and then you see that someone is moving, you have been motivated to with his or her successful. Though some interest should be there, but you have been motivated for his or for her success. You need to see some development, some ongoing, the future should be open to you or to me. And that will bring a joy to that one, not only to him, but to the society to whom you are going to live. But not because maybe you are going to help someone to help you. But if you see someone to whom you have been helping him, you have been keeping helping him, he is able also to help other people, or to help the state, or to help the nation, or to help his neighbor. That could be a matters and useful and joyful to the ones who offered it. You are going to experience it. If you give somebody, maybe you bought a pen or an exercise book, and then when at the end of the semester he turns that book has been utilized and they get a good mark, excellence and a good performance, you will be motivated to help more and more. And then you see that he is able to teach his fellow students. So let me bind each other. That's what the fruit of the family. And we also, we are joyful today. I can mention to Dad also. Although he is not, but it is my joy also to share with you. As we proceed to celebrate this sacred table and then to sharing life experience, what makes us happy. What makes us happy because 20 years, I was not the same religious, I was not the same, okay? In developing maturity, responsibilities, potentialities, and I'm able, not because of myself, because I'm able also to offer to other brothers, to other people to do that services. Also, I'm grateful to have the successful of Brother Judie, of Brother Lambek, that is doing sound. I thought that I will be passing there, just as to share. I will do one of them, my custom, to bring with my fellows there, so they should sharing it, to connect each other, at least to give maybe a blessing because we are a family united. Then I have to see maybe Brother Vincent is able to work that at the sing as an accountant. That 10 years or 12, 16 years. Now idea to whom you will be. Because we begin from nothing, there is something which is been established. From impossible to the possible. It was not an easy task, but someone has been paid for it. There are some people who are praying for us. There are some people who love us so much and they're able to offer something, either little or huge, but for us to generate our life and then to, it is up for us just to use most efficient all the potentialities which we have been given and offered. That's why I've been making some classes similar to the sum of the past, to the sum of the layman. Just opportunities can be looked in two eyes. Either you can find it with the place where you are working, or you cannot find it but you can cultivate it. So it is you, and it is up to me to see the opportunities you can get. There is no place which you cannot find that opportunity. It should be there, but it is you to open up your mind, your eyes, just to see that one. And if it is not there, just cultivate that one. It should be somewhere in the room. God cannot close all doors. He will close the one door, and He will open another door or two more for you to pass through. That's also compared to my life, because I've been graduated that from standard 7, and then I've stayed at home place almost about 6 years to 8 years without going to school. The door has been closed. There was no an opportunity. Okay, but sometime one day God opened another door. That has been an opportunity. Not only an opportunity, it's a blessing. And that begins a new life in my life history. So why not thank God? where I'm living, I'm staying, I'm getting accommodation, and then my life here, God is good enough. Just I can mention I'm in Morocco, and most of you have been doing that at every location. You have to make it to find it in the GPS or somewhere, just going and turn off to the left. But right now you get it. It is a cross, it is near to get here. No complication, but you can find me here. That's most of the time, but I hope I'll be here. This is my first year of my studies. But I will mention to maybe at the end of this year that I will be here. Maybe for 2 or for some more than that. So at least I will get in touch for those who are coming to the at Mogota. So I'm happy for you to accept it, to come and to join me and then to visit me. Because if I could invite even one to come in his own schedule, it is okay, but it will happen very rare. It needs some time of time because I am also priest, but I have also to do some studying and I have to be well disciplined to follow that schedule and manner. Because when you're out of that one, you get lost completely. So thank you.
This is Form 1.
I forget the question. I am Form 1. Oh, I met with them and said that I am Form 1. Festival. That is the Form 1. I think that I was teaching Form 6 at Casita, my first pastor, before donation to diaconate, or after a diaconate I was still there. They was just asking, Deacon, when we go to the major seminar, how about life there? There is no challenge, obstacles, because the school have already done here. So they were just in a foreign, just prayer life, and then you get, no. You will find, when you are here, you are Form 16. When you are left there, you will be a Form 1. And when you graduate from said year philosophy, okay, from philosophy, when you go to the media, you will be a Form 1. So it will be a newcomer to every stage of life when you get there. When you are here, you are the senior. So when you go there, and good enough now, I'm studying with my students here. At the college, yes. I taught them from Casita Seminary for this 2017 and some at Sari Seminary. And there. Last Mr. Westhouse. We just passing through the corridor there. Hello, Father. Okay, I'm from 1. Let me go to the discussion. Very fun and very interesting. So that okay. Just that. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you, the Almighty God, who always keeps us together as a family. You all can admit that we are going through a rough 3 years, I think, of the pandemic. And as you can see, as a family, we are all together again. God brought us together again as one. And we lost nobody through the pandemic. That is a good thing. And we should really thank God for that. And instead of losing anybody in this in the family, God make us meet a new member of the family. So it's much more good. And God is always keeping us in a good position, making us meet new members. So always coming together, helping each other, supporting each other, praying for each other. Having this delicious meal together, it is a great thing. Many of other people, as you can see in other
into the places, they don't have such a big movement. So I thank God for that. Secondly, I thank God that we all here together. We all agree to be here together as a family once again. It's a good thing, and I really like it so much. I admit that I really miss this moment. I really miss this sacred talk as it always used to be in the past years. That always bringing us together, bringing us new members of the family. Can we just clap hands for this moment, please? As for myself, it's been very tough going through without this sacred table, going through these rough 3 years without you, and still God is keeping us, and I love it. It has been tough, as I said. Some of you knows me very well. I had my ambitions, my goals, and I can say through life long time ago. I had new ambitions. I can say thanks to my brother Julius, through that hard moment, took me as his son, not a brother, as his son, taking care of me, raising me, giving food to me. I stayed with his family there at Arusha for 2 years. And I never faced I can say it was very good move. I never regret that. I thank God that I got this job through this meeting. I remember when we met at I can say it was like a coincidence. Meeting him and he welcomed me. We were eating this dinner. We were having a dinner at his house. He welcomed me to his office. I talked to him and offered me this opportunity. I really thank you for that. It's still not my goal, but still working on it. My ambition is not being working there. I still need to go far from there. And it's not very bad. I can say it's not very good. For those who have been hired, can experience that. I still need to do something more than that. So I still really need your support, your prayers. Being together like this, I can confirm this is a very, very good thing. It has happened to me. It gives opportunity to your goals. As my brother said it. We met Lamech, who is going to learn a lot of things from him. So I really, really like it. My brothers, when many of us are still not reached their goals, and you know this family, many of us, the original family, is still very important. We still need each other to make each other happy, support each other. As our dad always did us. Loving each other is a very good thing, keeping each other close. I really think that he has this idea of coming together with a sacred table once again. And it's been a long time. I thank you so much, Dad. Thank you all for the meeting, for welcoming us to your home place. Have this opportunity to express our feelings, love, support, and everything we have. All I can say, I myself still have a long way to go. This is not the end. I will always leave you by my side, always. So if I call you, I disturb you, please save me as your brother. We really appreciate to get support from you, to support you. As you all know, that Dad is already retired. He has no income. You did confirm that to me. Yes. So we should really get together and support him right now. He needs us right now. I'm pretty sure Brother Julius, Brother Roman, Brother Father Remigius has a lot of experience about this. He needs us. Whenever he is with us, we need to support him, make him happy. I think that is very important. With all the resources we have, we need to take care of him. So that's what I have to say, and I really thank you so much for this honor.
Okay, I'm another Julius. So, new one, young brother for Brother Julius. I'm called Julius Nondi. I come from Manyara. Grown in different, I've been living in a different city like Arusha. Been there in Arusha town. Grown in Dodoma. Dodoma, it was my place for completing my ordinary level education. Of course, my biological family was lost. So from there, life was not easy. That's why I had different places. We have three brothers in a biological family. But thank God now I have very wide and great family like this one. And a lot of other friends who needs to know more about how I survive. So outside this family, I know there are others who are coming through Dad and God. I with him, and also we can be also attractive to them who are life because of the peace and everything is there. Though we meet some obstacles, the same to them, but by the help of God and leadership of God, that's why we try to settle. We meet the same lot of problems. This time now, because of renting, I decided to move. I'm just near to the corner, just near to the Jordan University where my brothers are there. There are a lot of problems in life. I can say what I say, challenges. Like this street, we have a lot of those street robberies and whatever. Yes. So I think in Morogoro town, the place which is very dangerous right now is just near to the universities. Yes. So, but that is my location right now. I'm living there, shifting there. So whenever you come to Morogoro right now, you're most welcome to the home. Those challenges are everywhere. Isn't it that? Yes. So these people, street bad boys, or these ones are everywhere. So don't worry. Don't worry, you're most welcome.
You know, you can say something. I'm gonna let Judie just keep talking.
So that's the way. Thank you very much, Dad. Thanks for this time, and you're most welcome to come here. Thank you, Brother Religious, for this place. Father Religious, I call brother because of the table, but Father Religious. Thank you so much. So that's all. Thank you so much.
And for being to us, new siblings, is that, and you're welcome. Something simple. I think everybody knows my names. Yeah. I'm in town now. I'm doing my business, small business, which I'm starting from 2017. Yes. I don't have much more to say tomorrow. Thank you. I learned many things from you, especially I think that brought customers to my place, which is incentives. I'm doing as well as you told me before. Once you do incentive to the one who is nearby your business, you get a lot of customers, and you make your business growing, and do it the best as you told me before. I really thanks to God for this. I do it better. I thank you very much. Thank you a lot. Thank you. I don't have to.
So my name is Victor Mutinda Manasa. Victor Mutinda Manasa. I'm from Kenya, Machakos, but I live in Nairobi. So I just finished campus in 2018. Yeah. I did microbiology and biotechnology. But since then, as you've seen around here, we've had issues with the pandemic, right? Yeah, so I haven't gotten much into my professional practice yet. But that's something I'm working on, but not quite as well. I don't know. We still start. So during the pandemic, I got some other jobs which aren't in my line of practice, which I was paying. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing right now. So right now I'm doing some IT jobs and I'm writing. Yeah, so that's my line of work right now. Still growing, of course, with many ambitions, objectives in life, which are going well so far. So I'll just give you a background of how I came to know Dad. So I knew Dad when I was in campus. I didn't have much of a family from some point in high school. So the family is there, but very dysfunctional. So we have a father not really supportive and stuff. Yeah, so coincidentally, of which not really coincidence, because God put it all up. Okay. I met Dad at that time. I was in Diamond of support in school. So at first, things were just straightforward. I didn't think much. I just thought Dad was some kind of good Samaritan. Well, of course, he was a good Samaritan, but later it dawned upon me that he was much more than that. He filled a role that nobody had felt. It was just an empty hole. He's been a father figure ever since we met. So after we meet, so I've met with Dad almost like a year since that time. And I've come to Tanzania almost every year since 2018. I've come to Magoma once, Arusha many times. Yeah, so Dad filled a hole that was empty. That's something I never thought of. I never put in front of my brain, but once we sit with Dad and we stop things to do, and over time, 2018, 2019, 2020, after analysis, after just going through retrospecting the whole time, you'll see like very great changes. So I won't mention specifics, but I was very dysfunctional in some aspects of life that I've since taken control of, and I feel like very much capable right now. And I've seen that progress, I'm sure. I'm so thankful. So when I hear Dad is coming, whether he's coming to Tanzania or Kenya, I just have to see him. But it means traveling for this. But I must say that every year since 2018. So Dad brought to me family. So at first I knew Lamek. You know, you don't have people to look, to call or to ask for support or anything. you're very doubtful about things and all that. But for me, since I met Julius, mostly because I come to Arusha a lot, like he's a very reliable person. I always know when I get to Arusha, I can call Julius and he can take care of anything. I mean, it's almost guaranteed. Yeah. So, like, that's a wonderful thing. That's a good thing to know that you have people you can call upon and have the support you need. So, thank you, Dad, for introducing me to this wonderful family. I'm sure I'll interact with the other people I have interacted, probably come more to know God, because I'm sure this is where most of you are. I've come once to promotion. Yeah, and then also you guys are welcome to Kenya. It's a great place. I think you guys are like chill family guys there. Time here is much more enjoyable, less chaotic. Yeah, and I'm considering maybe spending much more time and around the country. Yeah, so far it's been a great journey, and I'm so grateful for everything I've gotten so far. And I feel like we have a wonderful family to complete it. And I hope it goes much further than that. So we don't really have to just talk nice things, right? It's about talking as well as doing, looking the same. And I've seen that in my past and like present experiences. So I hope that continues and maybe take it much higher. So thank you so much, all of you guys. And thank you guys so much. That is somebody you can always, so I don't know, it's personality probably is happy, but it took me a while to know that you can just open up and get help whenever you need anything. And since then, like, so sometimes I'm so busy, I work a lot because I have 2 jobs. And in between those jobs, sometimes in between those tasks, I just think about things, experiences with dad. They just make me happy, you know, motivate you to just keep going with life. So thank you. And I'm so grateful again. I could say this again and again. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to like talking with you guys and meeting you often and interacting a lot. Thanks. Say thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Mom. Also say Art. And thirdly, to say all brothers take time for this celebration. Thank you very much. My name is Judie Elias Paul. Live at Kiola, Morogoro, in Tanzania. I finished college at Business Administration 2021. But this time, or this year, to join the sometime to join another engineering for contacting, to support, or to teaching child, small child, especially tuition sometime, but sometime to find activities for himself. For example, the agriculture, especially in the maize, at the farmers' place, Kihonda Veta. But all of information for this to say more than company to get me and the family from daddy, especially from education, school, education field, and the food, and all care, all things for at home from daddy. To say daddy, thank you very much. Thank you more. At sometime to get love from brothers, especially brother Roman, brother Lameki, yes. But daddy sometime brother Odiro, but to say, oh brothers, thank you very much. Thank you more. And the first thing to say, brothers, amen. Yes. Welcome, brother. And I love you for meeting you, brothers. But all me to say thank you, daddy. Thank you, brothers. And thank you, Lord, for this party and this today, the new celebrity and the good celebrity. But I feel my heart and I'm proud for daddy and all brothers are proud. But this situation not is the cutting my brain for me, especially all day to remember this part, especially the son of Fudadi to join together, especially to sharing the peace, love, or introduce himself one by one, how place to live, how work to find. But to say God to bless my family and say all children to give peace, love, good decision, and the good education in the family, to source of growth my family for that to achieve. But need to say thank you very much, Daddy, for supporting my family. All stage, my family. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brothers, because getting love Daddy from long time to this time, because good love from you brothers to Dad, to give Dad, that is a reason to okay, I mean this keep me my heart for that. But me to say, Daddy and all brothers, thank you very much, and stay all time my heart for me. Thank you more, and God bless you all.
Thank you, my daddy. To send you to hold it with me. So, Mr. Blazahum, to welcome in Tanzania, to welcome in Morogoro. Mr. Victor, yes, to welcome in Tanzania, welcome in Morogoro. My name is Adil. I'm finishing it chuo VETA. So
Technical courage.
yes, technical college.
That's a muscle.
Is a muscle. So now I'm doing it in Waiki. There are 2 languages. Every day, I'm doing it in Waiki. Reception today. Today is one chance. I'm come here to see my daddy. I want you to change his information. Then, by tomorrow, I'm going to Plaza Julius. Thank you for the religious. Thank you to Father. Thank you to my brother. It's something to link attend to meeting. To thank you to brother. Listen. To welcome. To link attend. So I want to say to about it, my life. Life is a chance. If you are not to do it well, is not to life. To say to study hard, work hard, to pay hard. Then you continue to life is a good life. Daddy, I wanted to say to thank you to help for me, because for you. If you are not for you, I would not to get from education for you. Yes. So I want to say to Father Remedies, is helpful for me. Father, my dad will help for me to hold, to support him for me, because I wanted to pass into my life. I wanted to say thank you, my daddy, Cynthia again. So, what is the best for you? Every day, every time, and here, send to my dad.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Alexander Casey. First of all, I thank God for this dead, known as secretary. I thought everybody needs this. Among of us, that's why we come. Very, very blessed to be around with this. We thank God first because He's the one who brings us together. Whatever it just come from many places, I said. We thank Dad because He's the one who holds us. What I mean there? I mean love. I said love, love, love. This is the kind of things which hold us today, tomorrow, and whether you can live day after tomorrow. I told this because I thought, I thought maybe everyone here love this composition. Love brothers, love each other. Love how Dad hold us, that's why He came and meet us. No, last time I met Victor, today I met David. It's new to me, but everyone I just know him. Thank you, Daddy, for helping us. We have a lot of time to talk once we talk together, me and you, but I share this always to you, how much you love us and we miss each other, me and you. The same to the family. We are in love. I was here wedding progress before this day, and I see how this family came to me and loved me at that time. That's why I just hold that love to them in order for me to pay them to love them. Same for the all who've been there, for the body, but same for them who bear for the spiritual. Thank you, Daddy, for being there. I see you there, although you're not around, but I see you there. For the image, is here. You just accompany me when I was in Marlborough. Roman called me anytime to know how I'm doing there. I was being there. Listen, Julius, Lamed was a Scotland when I was in Marlborough. So that's why I say love, 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 love. Although you're not around, but you just pray for me to pass there through. So I thank for that. Second, I just come to the education. No, but why I say secretary? I know us, each and every one. Although do mistake, although do mistake. Although speak, when you speak. He see you, he discover something from you. And he can teach you how to be. He hold me since I was like Odilo. As today I just proud to Odilo, make gaps to Odilo first. He came to us like a child as I came. He just grown up. Speak. You know how to speak in round table. The same as we do. as I start myself at that time, when I was young, no, I just remember my brother Judie. I was fear myself to speak. I was fear myself how to speak to others. But it just make me proud. Father John just make me proud too much. He told me welcome and sit and take him some speak. No, I was looking my side, I said like, let me go and cook only maybe to hide myself in the kitchen.
Mr. Cooker.
Yeah, it is true. Let me talk true first. That's why I say education. Dad called me to sit in the table, round table. Tell me to speak something. Some teachers. Not much enough for him to take us to school, but he do correct us and make us together as a family. That's why now we speak. Everyone can speak what he hears in heart. In order for him to fulfill his needs, maybe to speak, but he knows where he came from. That's why I say, Daddy, no, I was coming to the bus. So tomorrow, my head through started thinking of this happened today. Sorry for the God, maybe I just feel about our life. How can you, myself, say myself, not just feel about our life. And this is known, it's not like to think bad for the others, no. We are the woman, we are the people, we just move from our state. We are the child, we are young, we are going to be old. So what this means, we need to think for the future. Not only for us, for myself, Julius, respect for the Remish and dad, our dad. They be isolated from this having family. The rest of us, maybe we're not there. That's that. We have a family. How are we going to give our child? Just what can I say this? Please help me with it. Pardon? Yes. Thank you, brother. The biggest inheritance, somebody said, of this table, of this family. You see, no much for God, somebody else from Kenya. Who can do this to us? We need us to do this to the rest of us, all the country. No, I was just like to speak with Daddy and say, who can take a stick to make sure that we are still staying being with love always, like how we call us today. Who can do this? He have an answer, because this is a question. But it's not the fear, as I said before. But you know, he's going to be a gun to our child. We need to make that behave some. Nowadays coming. Maybe it's a need to be like here instead. Next day maybe we can stay in Arusha. Other day we can stay in Tabora, maybe I'll be there for a long time. Only all of us to be there and be together as this. No love, education. They say this is two things. One stay in the heart, the second stay in the brain. What you say stay in the brain, not longer to heart. When you say heart, not longer to brain. So how we can hold all this love and education? It's how to practice what that's doing to us now. It's how to do what that's doing to us now. Whatever do a mistake, whatever do a drama, that hold you. Always. hug you always. That's why he gave us confidence. Working hard in order to reach the place where that is, once he start with you, you can reach somewhere. So I'm just working the word as I said, but I was in Morocco like others. So running here and there make me to be there. But I'm happy when I'm there because they have something that which is make my brain always remember him. Once I'm still somewhere, I just apply the things which I have. No one day when you're just already be friend of God, he stayed with us for a long time in the forest. Since he wanted to move, I was crying. You know why I crying? I said, oh, I'm going to miss. Maybe I was thinking, well, at that time, I was not more thinking, maybe I was thinking how this, how we say, how we live. At that time, I was thinking, how can I get food? I was not doing the job. Serious. How can I get the food? The day food. We have wake up morning, breakfast, lunch and dinner. I was thinking of that. But he catch me and get me in the room. If you love somebody, let's go. You know what? He had to go and prepare himself to be back again because of that. That's why I say love. Second is education. I get two things for one time. Love and education. That I'm proud of. Always. You're the one who make me to be as I am. Thank you for taking me to school. Second thing is good to me that you made me to speak somewhere, anywhere, everywhere. The place where I am now, I discover myself. When I was studying, but I never do that the same job. But how I do now, I know, this is the education I get before. Although I'm a manager, but I'm a public speaker there, yes. So once I speak some places, I know the people how respond. So I say, this is the education I take from that. So I'm proud of you that you with children. So brothers, thank you. Most thank you. Thank you so much. Let me end this that. Sorry for late. No. I'll be thankful if I will not say this. No, in Tabora, I'm not getting my time with some bread. And once I'm out, and although I meet the family, what I was here since Daddy arrived, he told me. So I have in my prayer. And I just passed some wedding and they have a problem with my family. I know that some of the brothers know that. I thought, she does know, doesn't know, Mama know that. Let me just talk to you today. Thank for the wedding, but I have a problem with my wife. We get some operation, but he's still well, she is still well. So once I get some sleep, just totally sleepy. And I have a problem with phone, I get some accident before, so my big phone is broken. But the one who I buy it is no network, maybe something like that. I said they might.
For that you have to pay the bill.
Just video call.
Thank you. Happy birthday, dear Julia and Emil. Happy birthday Yesterday was Julius's birthday. A week from today is Amos's birthday. We do it both together.
First of all, I'm grateful because of this family, because this ministry here in Africa, when they came, it's a time and year that I was born, 1994. So every year that we are celebrating this ministry, it's a year also of celebrating another year of my life. Okay, so that is most grateful thing in my life. And another thing is, every time in this family, it's growing. If one tie or one member of our family increases, two more increases, okay, which are far, far much better than the one who decreases in this family. So for that, I'm really, really grateful, and I'm really, really proud of this family. Not because of Dad only, but because of all of us within this family, because I've been since back then up to this now, and I know each and every one of you. I want to say this to my brothers, because mostly are far, and mostly maybe they are not combining or communicating one another. But I want to say, I communicate, I have been engaging to one another. I can say, I don't know who here who doesn't know me. I don't think so. And I have been shared maybe some days, maybe some hours in my life with them. Starting with the eldest one here in this right now in this table. This is the eldest one, my brother Julius. So I've experienced some days with him. I know him very well. I know how he pushed me, how I am right now. Then there's this, my brother right now, Remedios. I've been with him for a long period of time up to now. My brother Elisante. I've been with them. Who are the most, I can say, my brothers that I can look for, okay? These are the ones who direct me where I am right now. These are the ones who show me the way in this family right now. These are the ones that I can say, they help me to reach this I am right now. I will be very selfish if I say I reach here without of them. These are among of the most important people in my life. And not all of them, but there are some other elder brother who are not right now here in this table, but also they contribute much in my family. I mean, in this family and in my life, where I am right now. For instance, I want to say, I met Dad in 2001. Very long time ago. I was 6 years old. 6 years old, me and my brother Vincent. Very, very long time ago. We only know how to speak Swahili. Even our actually cultural language we didn't know, okay? We only know Swahili. But look at now. I can communicate and speak to all of them, and you can hear me in one language. And I don't know if my English is actually very good, but I'm pretty so sure even in the video, when they're going to show somebody else, they will understand me. I'm pretty so sure about it. Yeah. And this is all because in this family, because of my dad, it's because of where we are from, and where we are heading. That is what I accomplished up to now. And not only by myself, but all of us. My brother Elisante said he came at the time of Odilo. Look at him right now. He's a family. He's a family man. He's married. He has children. He takes good care of a lot of children right now. My brother Julius, He actually even graduated at the time when he met Dad. Right now, he's an advocate, actually a professional one. Even he actually opened his own company, okay? He has a family, his own house, okay? Let's come to my brother Remedios. He's a priest right now. Not only a priest, I went there, he's a rector of his seminary right now. And as you can see right now, he's continuing studying in university right now. This is all because of the father, because of this family. And because of him being good, and because of how he involved in this family, that's actually keeps him be where he is right now. Without him, Brother Remedios, today, I don't think if we all here be this time right now, be this way right now. This is all because of him. You see this achievement, this is all because of the family and the love and the unity that Dad created. This is actually a grace of God. This is the way how God makes surprises to all of us. Vincent right now is an accountant. Lamek right now is most influential artist, businessman in Morogoro town. Okay. John Elias, he graduated. And there's a lot of my brothers who actually make it very far. When I'm saying I'm a bridge, because I know mostly of them. I experienced life of them. Victor, I knew you, bro, when you were studying right now, microbiology. But look at now, you already finished and you're working. 2 jobs. You travel far from Kenya up to here to Tanzania. You see, my brother Emily's new here in the family, but I'm pretty so sure after this year, when we will see him after 2 years, he will be very far. Okay? That is how we always are in our family. Okay? We always rise and we always grow, we always develop. So first of all, I want to say to all of my brothers, don't look down on yourself. Don't hesitate on yourself. Don't see like you fail. You are actually very, very blessed to be in this family. Very, very blessed in this brotherhood. Very, very blessed to be the son of Father John John. I know it. I experience it. I live by it. And if anybody actually comes and say, you're wasting your time, you're wasting to be here in our family, don't believe him. And if you're going to believe him, I feel sorry for you. Because I am living an example in this family. I will prove to you today, tonight, where I am from. Mark this when I'm saying this. I met Father John John in 2001. I only know Swahili. Only knew Swahili. Okay? I didn't know how to communicate with him. I didn't know how to make anything with him. Actually, matter of fact, my old school fees payment, he was sending to my brother Elisante right now. But look right now. When my brother Elisante facing any problem or have something, he received money right now from me. You see how it is, how we all born, okay? He actually grows me to take care of me to where I am right now. And right now, since he's old and he's very far at the village, but also I'm taking care of him. And this is how we do in our family. I know we have mistakes since we are human, we're not perfect. I know that. And I want to remind all of you, my brothers, all of you that are here. I know that probably will not say this, but I want to say that you are blessed to be in this table right now. Because you know we are many in our family. I know my other brother know this. We are many. And even Victor, you saw some of our brothers are here, but right now they're not here. Okay? So you are blessed to be here. You are more valuable in this family. You are loved in this family. Shalom again.
Shalom.
My name is Roman. I'm a part of this family. Probably can make this again. I doubt it. And we know it. Even if we were very successful, very, very rich, I'm pretty sure, I'm very, very doubtful if we can do that doing. This is charisma. This is actually most talented thing. I'm trying to be most of things, but up to right now, wherever that I'm trying, it's like I'm very, very far from him. When I'm trying to move one step, it's like 1,000 steps ahead of me. For instance, this one, I never imagined, even if he could make this happen. Victor come together, Vincent, John, my brother Emilius, and mostly the most impossible one, my brother Isante from Tabora. From Tabora. Victor, you see this guy? Okay. But you see, he came. This is how he's amazing, okay? So that I'm very, very grateful for that. And cheers to many more years to you. And I'm praying for you to reach. I know you don't want to, and order me to do, because I know it's only him that he direct me. So I always listen to what is actually direct me. So I'm not be ashamed of what I achieve up today or where I am right now, but mostly I'm very, very grateful for all the impossible things that are happening in my life, because it's actually surprises, and it's actually the most amazing thing happened in my life. And I'm saying that because in my life, all of you are happening in my life. That's why I'm saying I'm very, very blessed in it. And I'm not ashamed. I love my life. I'm not disappointed. I'm not being ungrateful for it, but most I'm very happy for it. For whatever comes in, for whatever comes out. I want to say that I want to share something with you. I think because I told you, everyone, we are all rising and we are all developing one another. Actually, I did not expect this in my life, okay? So that's why I'm saying I'm very, very blessed to have all of you. I know everyone is actually struggling in life, actually make sure his life is going as he wants to be, okay? And also, everyone goes with that, achieving what they want, okay? My goals to all of you is quite different, okay? My goal is always, wherever I was growing up, how dad raised me, I want to be that guy. That is my goal, okay? I'm always wants to be responsible guy, because my father and everyone knows their background in their life up to dad took it, okay? I did not feel love, okay? I don't have compassion in my life, okay? Dad taught me that. So through that, I don't want to continue living the life that my dad provided to me. I want to change that cycle in my life. I want to be, perhaps maybe one day if I'll be a father, to be a better father, okay? To be a best man as he is, my dad, Father John Judie, okay? The way he taught me how to love, to share one another, to enjoy one another, okay? And to sacrifice of my life to another. So that is my goal, that is my achievement. So up to now, I really achieved a lot in my life, okay? Through him, because I really touch a lot of people, and I'll continue to touch a lot of people, okay? In the way that God helps me, okay? And this is all because of how Dad taught me all of my life. I'm not ambition like to have a good life. It's something that may be passionate or good one. No, I just want to make sure I help many people as I can, because that's how Dad did in his life. Through that, I want to say that I know in your family right now, wherever that comes, okay, we're actually having trouble, one sleeping one another, okay, being together one another, okay. So I'm taking that risk. To all of you, I'm saying I'm taking
how much I love you and care for you, because I've done everything I could possibly do to show it, and whatever I've done to guide you, instruct you, support you, educate you, be with you. And you all know that beyond all of that, when we are together one-on-one, I give you as much love from me as you can handle. Okay? Because I am very much aware of the fact that for many of you, your own family background was not good. In some cases, it really wasn't family at all, for whatever reasons that were not your choice or your control. So one of my intended purposes from the very beginning and with this sacred table was to give you a sense of family life that many of you did not have. Because once you have family life in your own lives here at this stage of living, then you know how to create, maintain, and sustain healthy and happy family life as you go forward. If you get married, you have children, or if you wind up raising other people's children. There are too many children that we all know that do not experience healthy and happy family life. Okay? That's the first thing. Second thing is, Alessandro had brought up the question he asked the other night about, when I'm gone, who will carry the stick? Who will take my place? Nobody can take my place. Nobody's supposed to take my place. Okay? What is supposed to happen is that I will continue to live inside of you. And when they experience everything about you, they should experience everything about me, of what I have placed inside of you. Okay? In the same respect, getting to this business about the house, Roman is having fun building the house, but I'm the one paying for it. Okay? Many years ago, maybe 30 years ago, I had invested some money in stocks. In the U.S., there's the capitalist system, and there's stocks and bonds, and if you buy stock and it does well, it just makes money for you. And I'm the type of person, I just bought it and never thought about it for 30 years. Okay. And whatever it was doing, I just didn't worry about it. Then this Roman came up with this idea about wanting to build this house for me. I said, okay, you can enjoy building it for me, but I'm going to pay for it for all of you, because This is going to be your home, as he said. This is going to be your home. When I am with you, when I'm not with you, this is going to be your home. And it also means this is the place where you can always have sacred table. Okay. It doesn't have to be any other temporary spot or hotel or nothing else. This will be your space for sacred table. And any time you can gather, whether just a few of you or all of you or visitors come with you, you have a home that's going to be yours. Okay. I myself, I'm not of the mindset of many people in the U.S. that they live with a lot of money and then put it in the will and give it to somebody when they die. My thing is, you need it now, don't wait till I die. So let me do what I can with what I have for you now. Because for me, it's not so much what I leave behind in the will when I die. For me, it's all about the fact that whenever I leave all of you on this earth, I intend to be fully satisfied that I was everything you needed me to be for you. Okay. I'm not worried about anything else, what's left behind or what needs to be accumulated or nothing. You cannot match the kind of wealth that you have been sharing at this table with what you're living, which we have received and what you're experiencing. You cannot put a dollar sign or a shilling sign on that. Okay. Nothing can buy what you have been given for free. Okay. That's the wealth that we enjoy and share. We don't live in poverty, we live in wealth. Because our wealth is found in relationship. Okay. One of the reasons why I started planning this particular sacred table 3 years ago is the fact that everything that you have been saying and sharing and experiencing and reflecting on is only since I came to Africa in 1994. Okay, I lived for 46 years before coming to Africa in 1994, and you don't know anything about me. You don't, but you should. You should. Not just for your sake, but for your children. When your children say, tell me about Grandpa, what are you going to tell them? Well, I only knew him the last 28 years. No, it's important that we know and we pass on to our children and grandchildren, whatever, you know, the gifts of who we are as a family. They're gifts that are in the family generations. And we need to know that and celebrate that and make sure our children celebrate it and don't forget it. So I want to tell you some things about me, okay? First of all, I'll tell you, I have lived an incredibly blessed life, okay? Incredible. Whatever reasons God chose to do it all this way for me, He's never explained it and He doesn't have to. I just have enough sense to enjoy it. Okay. Let me tell you how blessed it is. My mother's mother, Bibi, my grandmother, in the late 1920, 2020, that period of time when they did not know a whole lot about obstetrics and gynecology. She had 18 pregnancies, and my mother is the only survivor of 18 pregnancies to bring me into this world. Okay. That's something that you don't hear very often. Okay. And my mother lived to be 89. Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to live. Doesn't matter. As long as it's a full and happy life, that's all that matters for me. Okay. But you know that God has something to do with that. There's no question about it. Out of 18 pregnancies, only one survivor, and then she brought us into the world. Okay. Of 5 of us, my sister was the firstborn. She died many, many years ago. And then there are 4 sons, and I'm the oldest of the 4. We began in the Methodist church And my family was closest to the pastor and his family. So I grew up playing with the pastor's children. But I was always around him, both at home and at church. Okay? And so he was like a role model for me. Our father's alcoholic, who never knew how to have a relationship with his children. That's why I want to make sure you're going to have a relationship with this father, because I know what it feels like to live your whole life with a father who doesn't know how to love you or care for you or even ask you anything about yourself. Okay? The first time my father ever asked me about me was when I was age 51, when I told him that it was not a problem for me. My brothers, we don't live with a lot of drama about that stuff. We recognize the reality of things, but then we have our own lives and our own realities to live, and that's how we move forward. Okay, we don't spend our lives lamenting the fact that, my dad didn't love me. Well, he didn't know how, so you keep looking for it, you just keep being disappointed because he doesn't have it to give. So I always advise people, let somebody else come into your life to give you what you need. And that's what I've been doing for you. Okay, whatever ways I understand that you need me in your life. So the pastor became a role model for me, and as a result, I grew up as a child that loved being in church, even as a young child. After we would do Sunday school, I always wanted to stay for the main service, sit with my grandmother. I always watched everything, the pastor, the choir director, the ushers, everything that was going on every Sunday. I was just eating it all up. Okay. And then at age 11, we became Catholic. That was my mother's idea and her choice. And that's when I was baptized. So I remember everything about my baptism. I know those who were baptized as babies, you would not know anything. But I remember everything about it. And that's a real blessing for me. Yeah. And then all of my interest about church and God, etc., then translated from Methodist to Catholic, but it was still there. It continued to grow. My point in saying all of this, as far back as I can ever recall or remember, I've always had this personal relationship with God. It's always been there. And it has directed the way I've done everything in my life. And I've seen how God has blessed me with a lot of gifts and talents. For example, when I was 11, my mother asked me if I wanted to take piano lessons, playing the piano. She tried to get my sister to take it. My sister didn't like the teacher, so my mother was paying for her to take the music lessons, and the only thing she was actually paying for was my sister paying the teacher. So she put my sister in voice lessons and then asked me if I wanted to take piano. Well, I wasn't thinking about anything like that. I'm 11 years old. Okay. I said, yeah. I didn't know better. So I said, yeah, okay. So she found a different teacher for me. I did not know I had the talent, but she started me off with an adult beginner's book at age 11, and in 18 months I covered 4 grades. It just came. And I've been playing in churches and directing choirs and all of that ever since age 13. Okay? That's had to be God. It couldn't be me. I could not even thought about it, let alone ask for it. Okay? So many experiences in my life have been clearly the hand of God moving for me. Some of you know the story about my calling to priesthood, because I tell them it wasn't that. People say, well, when did you decide to become a priest? I tell them I didn't. God decided, and one day he let me know about it. He didn't ask me. He didn't call me. He informed me. He just, out the clear blue, he just said, priesthood is for you. Now, I had a full career. I was happy. I was making money. I was living a very comfortable life. I was doing everything I felt I was supposed to be doing. I had no reason to look for anything else or want anything else. He came in with a very different idea. Priesthood is for you. I said yes, because I know who's talking to me. Okay. Now, I didn't know anything about where I was going to go, how I was going to do it, or nothing. Okay? And he wasn't going to tell me. You know why? Because when he calls someone to do something according to his will, and you say yes, that means from that point on, you just trust him. And he'll guide and lead you to exactly where he wants you to be. I had no idea I wound up in the state of Kentucky, never been there in my life, had no family there, had no reason to look in that direction. There I was. Okay. When I went to seminary, and this is another blessing, I had agreed to be there for 6 years. 2 years of philosophy, 4 years of theology. I was okay with it. At the end of the first year, they put me directly in theology. I'm the only priest I know that never did those 2 years of philosophy. And I don't try to explain it to anybody. I had to have sense enough to just enjoy it. So they sent me there for 6 years. I came back and forth. And at the end of the 4th year, when they gave me the master's in theology, they just handed me this degree in philosophy for the classes I never took. No discussion. They did. Okay. I did not ever know at that point that 7 years later that I would have this opportunity to come to Africa. Not only had the opportunity, but was granted normally a sabbatical, what they call this time for away for extra studies is usually 3 months. I requested to go to Africa, which the diocese paid for everything. And I decided if I'm going to travel that far and they're going to pay that much money, I should ask for more time. So I asked for 6 months. Bishop said yes. So I came for 6 months. I had no idea that coming out of that experience, after everything I learned here, that I would even begin this whole Father John Judie Ministries thing and be president of some organization. I had no idea. Okay? God knew what God was doing. I'm just following the program. So here we are today. Ministries is in its 28th year. My priesthood is in its 35th year. And we're still going. Okay. That's God. That's God at work. I intend, as I said before, whenever the time comes that I leave this human life, to be completely satisfied. I do not intend to have any woulda, could have, should have regrets about anything. And I intend to look at each and every one of you and say, everything that I did was to enable you to stand on your own feet and be self-sufficient and self-determined, because the day will come when I won't be around to support or help or nothing anymore. Okay? So for me, I intend to look at all of you and say that I've given you everything I can give you. Then I'll be like Jesus. I'm going up and the rest is in your hands. Okay. Just like, when he ascended to the Father, no one can replace him. Nobody can replace me, but you're on your own now. You have everything you need to stay alive and well and keep this family alive and well. Okay. So in the meantime, as long as we have an opportunity to be together, either as family or individually, we're going to seize it and embrace it and celebrate it to the full. Because we never know when this is the last time. Anything can happen to any one of us at any time. So we don't want to miss any opportunity to say, oh, I wish I could have this, or I wish I could. No. We don't do that. We're going to embrace it to the full, because every moment of life is a blessing, and every moment of happy and healthy relationship in life is a deeper blessing. And we have both. So let's enjoy it to the full. Okay? That's all I have to say. Touch the lives of each one of us here tonight. And so we remain ever grateful to you because of your grace and your mercy. Because you're the one that has brought us together and opened doors for us to move forward in our lives as family. thank you for that, and we ask that you continue to strengthen us to understand fully your way and your will in our lives, to enable and empower us to touch the lives of others, to help them to experience this fullness of life that we are so blessed to have from you. We pray for everyone's safe travels as they continue to go on to their respective places and whatever is their work, whatever is their assignments to do, efforts, that we may always know that all of our work, all of our lives, everything that we have is in your hands. Bless us and keep us always in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you.
Hello. We missed you so much.
Okay, you know this one. This one. You know this one.
The reception is not very, I can't hear very well, and all of you, but I see your faces.
You know this one.
I just saw you dance.
This is Emil.
Hi.
Are you finished?
That's Emil.
Oh, look at everything.
Mr. January in the calendar.
That's a poor connection.
And Roman.
Hello, Mama.
All right, I'm lost.
Roman.
How are you, Mom?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. You miss all the fun here.
I wish.
This one you know.
Not good.
Hi.
My goodness.
Bye bye.
You see, this is
Every,
Odillo.
yes. Oh my God.
And this is Julius the Younger.
Yes, ma'am. We miss you. We miss you so much, man. We miss you.
And you know Julius the Elder.
Hello.
My sweetheart.
Hello, Madam Peggy. How are you, mom?
I'm being girl.
You are missed a lot. You are missed a lot here, but we have been praying for you. As we always know that mom used it to be in the sacred table with us. So since you are not here, we are praying for you, and your presence is here with us. And we thank God that we have spoke to you right now.
Everything to me.
Thank you.
Everything.
Thank you. Thank you, mom. I love you so much.
I have thought about you all day gathering around the table, and I kept thinking, well, it's 7 o'clock there, it's 7 o'clock there.
It's 11 o'clock here. Elisante.
Oh, hi. Hello, mom. Mr. Tabasam.
Yeah, Tabasam.
Miss you, mom. Hello.
I miss you too.
Okay.
Oh, everybody looks so beautiful.
Okay, thank you, mom.
They feel that way too.
Bye.
still there?
Reconnecting. Hello?
Can you see Lamek?
Hello?
Oh, yes, we don't see you, but you can see him. That's good.
Hello?
Hello, I'm so, look, I'm just beaming looking at all of your faces.
I'm so much grateful to hear your voice.
Oh, thank you. You all are so beautiful and so happy and
Yeah, know that you're
as a
loved.
family as you should. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I feel part.
Hello, Mama Peggy. How are you? How are you, Mama?
God alive.
I miss you, Mama. I miss you, Mama. I miss Mama from my
There you are.
heart.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Thank you very much. God bless you and bless that all of you there. Bless you.
And this is Victor. You're meeting for the first time. Yes, from Nairobi. Yeah.
Next time introducing you to a proper hug.
Yes. Yes. He likes those.
Do you remember me? Yes. No problem.
We're holding sacred table in his house.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I feel like I'm hugging you.
Yes.
Oh, welcome.
Yes.
I think I'm losing you.
Okay.
Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate to hear from you.
We're glad we could connect. Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
we fly.